Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Saturday meme stream with special guest Desiree. Right? How you doing today?
I'm good. I love y'all's intro. It's so good.
Thank you. It is a collaborative effort. We have work from Skirmitar, True Pop Culture, myself, Kenzo, and I love it too. I love seeing
It's so
everybody.
fun.
What you been up to, Desiree? How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. I was streaming on Kick earlier and got front page time, so it was a really fun stream. So I did that today, and
wow,
it's a life full of either teaching piano lessons, streaming, in which I perform piano, or being a mom, or making videos from my streams, and that's my life. And making honey. I also do beekeeping too. So
nice.
yeah.
I am terrified of bees.
Really?
I don't know how you.
Why?
Yeah, because I saw a kid get stung in the eye when I was like 6.
Oh, that's like so
Okay,
unusual though.
I'm done.
That is pretty crazy.
I can kind of understand. I'm actually allergic to bees, so I don't want to get stung.
Yeah. I don't have like a deathly allergy, but I definitely have some allergic reaction. So I have to be careful too.
Wasps are scary.
Yeah, we got our honey from
death every day.
But wasps are not same as honeybees though. So wasps, like yellow jackets, they're little assholes. They are awful. I don't care about them at all. They're awful. But honeybees actually they don't want to sting you. So like I'll go up to hives all the time without like a bee suit, just like right up to hives and like, hey bees. They don't bother you. We'll let them crawl on us and stuff.
My friend who's a beekeeper, he often has to attend people call him up if there's swarms, and then he'll go and collect them.
My fiance is literally doing that right now. Yeah.
Shout out to Gary.
I don't there was an exercise I was doing and I crawled into a nest of wasps and I got stung probably about 30 times. Like twice in my Achilles and like the rest all up and down my back. So when I hear a buzz sound, I freak out like a little child.
That's why he has to wear the mask, because he's deformed from all the venom.
He's got the reverse Habsburg chin. It just goes all the way in.
No, we had a big family over to watch. I'm a big Florida State Seminoles fan because I'm here in Tallahassee. For you in the UK, it's football, American football, the correct definition of football. But anyway, this is a very big football town, and so had a huge family over. I was probably about like 10 years old to watch this football game. Tons of people over, and one of the daughters and I went to the backyard and apparently disturbed a yellow jacket's nest. And we ran inside the house with this entire swarm, like just like you'd think about with a cartoon, a swarm after you, into a house full of people, and there were yellow jackets everywhere. And it was like I got stung so many times; it was total chaos. So
they're vindictive as well.
Talks about that. Oh yeah, they'll keep stinging you over and over again.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, that's why they don't like smoke though. So like if anybody around you is smoking and you're getting stung, get close to the
just bring Kenzo.
Smoke.
I have a plan.
Yeah, Kenzo will now be my protector. So Devil, maybe do it, mate. How's your week going?
Good so far. Check me out on Beelzebub. Get ranked every Sunday, and me, Kenzo, Ryan Reaper, and Paul Hadouken are starting up Beelzebub on Friday morning, very early. So check that out.
I think it's Thursday night for you.
Yeah, it's like right at the edge. It's 12 a.m. So yeah,
we have 2 hosts in the States, one in the UK and one over in Australia, so we're streaming from 3 continents at once.
Yep.
Nice.
That's crazy, man. I don't know how you guys do that. Wait, so what's the morning show going to be about?
Essentially about nothing. There's going to be no we're not going to be talking about any specific thing. We're just going to start off on a question and just run with like 4 guys sitting at a bar. That's the whole premise, and then we're going to have people on who want to contribute.
I'm in the bar And if you want to get drunk and go to sleep, we're fine with that.
Yep.
CJP, mate, what you been up to?
Just was working on a track today that was an old NES song, and the time signature on that one went all sorts of weird that I had to count out by hand. That was fun. But I've got the Forgotten One cast. I did a production stream last week where I just opened up Cakewalk and started picking VSTs and having people in the audience just help out and try to compose something and trying to do it live on stream, which is weird. But that was a lot of fun. This next week, I'm still working on a guest, so I don't have anyone to announce just yet. But the Forgotten One cast, I'll be having this episode 10, so it's still kind of going strong, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit, getting to talk just music with anyone who wants to come on and talk about it.
Oh, this is going to be a good episode today because we got a whole bunch of musically talented people on here. So, CJP, I bet you're excited for this one.
Oh,
I wish. Yeah.
I am so much.
I have zero musical talent, so you guys enjoy. True pop culture, mate. What's going on, man? I saw you post a video on Twitter today about something.
Yeah, I just recently uploaded a video on the highlights of my Marvel's Avengers playthrough. It's shutting down now, so you can't buy it on Steam, you can't buy it on PlayStation Store, so it's kind of like a relic now, It's special in that way. Yeah, it took me a while to edit. The plan was to edit all my streams into one video, but I'm gonna have to split it into parts. There's just too much to edit stuff down. But yeah, I've made a proper video instead of just memes on my channel. And yeah, there's one more thing I would like to address. If Soups, if you could you full screen me, please?
Yes, not a problem. Give me 1 sec.
Thank you. So I've been under a recent controversy, and I've been told to say this. No, I've not been handed it by anyone or whatsoever. There's no people pointing guns at me. This is my own self-will. All right. So about this controversy. On the 28th of September, I quote tweeted a tweet which was asking people their first actress crush. Now, I responded with Emma Watson. Thanks to my colleagues and followers, I have now realized I made a mistake. And I am very, very not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Nothing. All right? Screw you guys. Shame. I can have a crush on whoever I want.
You get me?
It makes
I
no
stand
sense.
with you, bro.
It's perfectly reasonable, all right? I'm like a bookworm nerd, and it's Harry Potter movies, and she's like a bookworm in those movies, and I'm very young as well, so it's not like an age. That's all.
I mean, I went with Anne Ramsey.
Mm-hmm. Disavow.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Anne Ramsey?
She played Mrs. Fratelli in The Goonies.
Wow, that's going way back.
And the mama from
Rose looks like
Mama from the...
Yeah, throw mom.
That is way back.
Kenzo has a different taste.
That's some guilt fetish going on there, Kenzo.
Oh, you like who you like, man.
Well, since he was talking, I just want to ask Desiree, how does it feel to be on a panel with Justin Bieber? I mean, this must be a very big thing for you.
I mean, I'm speechless.
Good. It's okay to be starstruck. I was like that when I met him in person.
Unlike Justin Bieber, I don't have a musical bone in my body. I've got like a guitar back there that's collecting dust. But I've always wanted to play the piano. The piano is a beautiful instrument I've always wanted to play. But yeah, no, everyone played guitar in my church community, and I was like, I could do that. No, you can't, Tim. No, you can't.
I hate you people playing guitar. I'm sitting there and y'all getting all the chicks
No, you
surrounding
can't.
you singing
Yeah.
Wonderwall. I'm sitting there being I hate all of you.
Yeah, I just looked it up and I'm like, geez, this is like, what the hell is this? Just all your fingers around the chord, and then you have to figure out the strumming part. Is just Zombie Cranberries. That's a song that I wanted to play.
No, you
Dude,
can't play guitar.
The strumming is
Casio
difficult.
guitar.
What the hell is that?
It's a Casio DG20 electric guitar.
Nice.
It's basically a
Very
Casio that you play like a guitar. So it still sounds like an 80s Casio.
Kenzo, man, what you been up to this week?
A whole lot of nothing. Yeah.
Nice.
Not really that much. No, I did some artworks and stuff. I've been working on a little intro for our new show. I've got some commission work that I'm getting through, like for some fellowship content creators that have commissioned me to do stuff.
Beautiful.
So I'm finally getting noticed a little bit. But yeah, I've been working on some avatars and stuff. But yeah, I'm happy to be here on Saturday. This is my most important day this week.
Oh, stop.
We're not that special. Come on.
Well, we
man.
I
appreciate you,
love you
Kenzo, man.
I love you guys.
I'm glad you're getting
No, you
some
don't.
commission work within the fellowship. I think it's important to help this community grow. So I'm very happy about that, man.
Thank you.
And I know Extra Zero is not here today. He is at a wedding, so just a heads up, that's why he's not here. So if you see me mess around or screw up, it's all his fault, even though he's not here.
Yeah, Soups. He will be on my show tomorrow at the same time. Just
I
right
see
there.
how it is.
Rub
I
it in,
see
bro.
how it is. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm watching you, Extra Zero. I'm watching you. And of course, I am Superman if he wasn't scared of green rocks, leader, creator, and founder of the Legion of Memers. And before we officially get started with the show, just a huge shout out to Coffee Brand Coffee for letting us be part of their affiliate program. So we're going to run the clip and get started with the show.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to share with you some great news. We are now an official affiliate of Coffee Brand Coffee. So go check out their coffee. It is fantastic, fresh, tasty, fragrance. Oh my goodness, my mouth is getting more watery just thinking about it. If you are considering getting Coffee Brand Coffee, or you just need coffee in general, go check out coffeebrandcoffee.com. Again, that is coffeebrandcoffee.com. And don't forget to use the promo code HAIL for our special discount.
Yep. So thank you again to the Quartering and Coffee Brand Coffee. Go get your coffee today. Because as we all know, we are all running on empty when it comes to energy. Some of us need coffee more than others. And they also have tea. So if coffee's not your thing, go get some tea.
You know what I recently got, Soups, in terms of tea? A chocolate and vanilla tea. Delicious.
Bro, don't
I've
be
never
shitting
had
over anyone
chocolate
else's
and
tea. Yeah.
Isn't that like a
Hush your
mocha?
mouth about other teas. Idiot. What's wrong with you?
Hey, I'm saying Quartering needs to fill the market here, like a chocolate tea and then vanilla extract in a tea bag.
He has a wide selection of
He probably has
seasonings.
some like that. Yeah.
Tag him
Flavors that
in
you
it.
bring.
Because that guy will
I need to pitch
actually
it,
look
though.
into it.
Because you put like any type of cream you there, and you just boil it in a tea bag, and it's just really good. You know, you don't even need to add sugar to it necessarily. So yeah, I've been drinking that like crazy. Finally, a tea like I can now be British because I like a tea. You know.
All right, man. You know, I'm my family's Indian, so tea is like tea is our bread and butter. I don't. Have you guys ever gotten like a mint bush and taken the leaves right off?
Yes.
And
yes.
My man. That is how you have mint tea, guys.
I have some mint in my backyard, actually.
So
cool.
Heat up. You have an electric kettle?
We have me. It has something similar to that. It's like a water. We get we're actually like really paranoid about having good water, so we have water shipped to us like in big containers, and then our little thing, like you can pour the hot water out, like it'll make it hot. So yeah, basically.
So what you do is take a few of the leaves from the mint tree or the mint bush tree, whatever you want to call it, put it in the hot water, but don't do it. Do it after you've poured the hot water, and then mix it.
Gotcha.
Put some sugar in there. It is amazing. It's one of my favorite things in this world. So let's give a huge shout out to chat. thank you all for being here today. We're just going to run through it. If I've missed anybody, I do apologize. I only got 2 hands. So for the first chat of the day, Tris, roll your dog, Legion. Hail to you.
What does that mean? Prepare
Roll
your
your
hot
dog.
dog?
Kenzo
No.
can explain it the best,
No, I
probably.
can't.
Wait.
Oh.
It makes sense to prepare your hot dog. You like a roll in like a vendor, you know?
It's full Aussie lore. They found this little meme that they started playing at the start of the shows where a guy breathes fire out of his mouth, but then it all goes in his face and he tries to like roll on the he falls on the floor and his mate says to him, roll your dog, to like roll it out, kind of.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, kind of. I think I got it right.
We got Bad Take Bojan hopping in chat. Hail to you, Tina. Good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon to you. We have Melee K of Melee Games saying howdy to us. There's actually a topic we're going to bring up regarding Melee Games today because what happened to them was not okay. Cell Shade says hello and a wave. Hail to you, my friend.
Shade.
We got Laughing Gasser with some rock on smiley face sunglasses. Hail to you, man. Appreciate you. We got Abyss 213. I almost said 123. I see what you did there. Hello there. Hail to you, man. We got Oakley Vandal. Hail Legion. Hail Desiree. Metastep says, hail Legion. We got Wookie Be Bad hopping in. All hail the Legion. Thank you very much. Ash says, hi all. Also, I answered Robert Pattinson, so I cannot judge true pop. I think it comes to the crush.
I mean, Robert Pattinson isn't a bad choice. I mean,
she's talking Cedric,
right. Okay. Oh, because Robert, I didn't watch the Harry Potter movies too much. I only watched some. I think.
Yeah,
like,
he was Cedric, right?
Yeah.
Cedric Diggory.
I completely forgot. But yeah, that's not a bad choice. Don't be ashamed of that. People are bullying me because Emma Watson's like a feminist, vegan diet, whatever, and it's just like I don't care. She's attractive.
Yeah. But I was a confused child.
We got DJ Axis hopping in saying, hail Legion. Hail to you, DJ Axis. Appreciate you, mate. We got the Common Nerd hopping in says, I'm really glad Jeremy did that. The quartering is a cool dude. Yes, no matter what you feel about the quartering, the fact that he's giving smaller streamers this kind of opportunity, even if we're not making him, boatloads of money, the fact that he's making this opportunity open to people like us really does mean the world to us. It is our first affiliation, and I wouldn't have taken it if I didn't trust the fact that he wouldn't, just leave if he didn't like what he said, what we talked about or said. So big shout out to Jeremy from the quartering. Appreciate you, man. We got Dark Shadow Logan hopping and says, hail everyone, hail to you. And we got Angel hopping in saying, hi all, hail to you. Appreciate you guys coming in today. So as I said in the beginning of the before we kind of got started, I wanted to bring up this. Now, I don't know if any of you guys saw this because I unfortunately I missed it yesterday.
No, I ignore that
Melee
tweet.
Games account has been suspended. I'm sorry, Kenzo. What'd you say?
I was just saying I normally ignore the tweets from that guy, but this one is that
the troublemaker.
So I don't know. Melee Games, would you be willing to let us know what happened? Was there any reason for it? It was just random because I don't remember you posting anything that could be considered controversial or dark or anything like that.
I've never seen anything negative from them guys.
Yeah.
Not
I mean, it's been happening to a lot of people in this community as well. Like their accounts just get yeeted for no reason.
Yeah. I think it was his nude game streams. I think that's what triggered it.
James, I can't believe you, man. But yeah, so if you guys No email, nothing. They were live streaming suddenly, and they got hit without warning, just randomly. That's absolutely ridiculous. So if you guys are, yeah, this was on Twitter. I don't know if they're streaming on Twitter, but
and they didn't explain why the ban or anything like that.
Nope.
No, well, from what I hear, a lot of people are saying that, you know, this spate of people getting banned is down to mass flagging, yeah, or it's down to this list of words that apparently that they're secretly not supposed to be using on Twitter. Yeah.
I saw some of the stuff on the words, but I didn't know like it could get. I know it can get you shadow banned, but I didn't know it can get your account yeeted.
Yeah, I guess some things with Twitter will never change.
We'll just get you demonetized.
Lack of transparency. It's on YouTube as well, you know, on maybe a big mainstream platform. There's just, what did I get banned for? This and this. But what specifically in my video did it? We can't say.
Yeah.
So basically, they're taking the critical drinker stance. Why did I get banned? Don't know. Did I do something wrong? Don't know.
No, but they just send you like vague things saying like, you know, you've been yeeted for breaking the rules, but then not telling you which rules you've broken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a German law they keep trying to get people on, like spammers and stuff like that.
I abide by no German laws.
Like exactly. That's why it never works.
999. Oh wait.
999.
This is bullshitting.
Now, a little bit of good news. Did you guys know that Flawed was actually on Glenn Beck yesterday?
I saw
I
that.
thought
It was on there.
So big shout out and congratulations to him, man. That's pretty awesome. I kind of told a whole bunch of people in the office, like, I've met that guy. So like that's pretty cool. Not Glenn Beck, Flawed.
He was kind of my
this is true.
Streams, so Flawed is good people.
Yeah, Flawed is a great guy, and you know, I think with our group we really like to there's no jealousy in it. We like seeing people succeed and grow and get better. So we're always happy for that, man, and I'm really proud of him. So Desiree, backstage you guys were talking about music, and you were talking about the different instruments and everything you play. Do you care to explain to people who might not know you exactly what you do, who you are, and where they can find you?
Sure. So I'm a classically trained pianist. I went to Florida State University for music. Played piano my whole life. Always been a nerd and a gamer, and decided to combine the two back in, I guess it was 2015. I did an arrangement of a Destiny piece, the game Destiny, and put it up on YouTube. I didn't really think anything of it, but it went viral within the Destiny community. And Marty O'Donnell, who wrote the piece, who's famous for the Halo theme, tweeted it out, and I kind of had like just something a snowball effect within the Destiny community. So I kept doing more and more, and I posting it on YouTube, and then Twitch had just was pretty new at that point. So I started streaming Destiny on Twitch. This is before they kind of opened it up more to creatives. So it was only video games. And then once it opened up to more creative streamers, I decided to start streaming piano and become pretty much primarily a music streamer. Although I would sometimes do game streams here and there. And so I just built up my stream completely around video game tunes and geek culture tunes. So I'll play like Star Wars music or Lord of the Rings music, TV shows, Game of Thrones, and tons of video game music. And then I like just throw in some hits too. So I do stuff that's non-geek culture music too. And been doing that. I did that for a long time on Twitch. I moved over to Mixer when Mixer was a thing. Loved Mixer. And then Mixer shut down unexpectedly. So I went back to Twitch. Got canceled within the Destiny community. Doesn't really like me anymore, but it's fine. It's whatever. I decided I really needed a new start, so I joined Kick over the summer, and I've loved it so far. So
and
that's a very
Kick, you've been seeing the numbers grow. Like how are the numbers there for you for people showing up and everything?
My numbers are like, my base number is about still a little bit lower than what it was. I would say like on Twitch. Mixer was where I did the best. But the thing is with Kick, you get nearly 100% of the sub revenue. So like this last month, today's the last day of the month, I did really pretty well for myself for subs, much better than I ever did on Twitch and Mixer. However, on Twitch and Mixer, I always push tips more than subs because you would get 100% of tips and not subs. And so now it's the kind of the mindset's a little different, and people will do gifted subs more than they will tip. So it's not like a fair comparison, but I think it's going well, and Kick has been great. They've featured me a bunch, so that's really, really nice. On Twitch, I felt very it was really weird. Like I had the numbers to be partnered several times and I always got denied. And, I just, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have my thoughts as why, but I have no proof of that. So I don't want to be like whining about something that might not exist, but it felt like I just kind of wasn't sort of in the crowd, or like, I don't know.
Yeah. What earned you the cancellation?
Following the account Gays Against Groomers gave me just following them.
Oh, okay.
So I was supposed to perform at a convention that I've been involved with for years and years. It was actually started from the Destiny community, in conjunction with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which I've also been involved with for years. I have done so many charity streams for them. I've been flown out to the hospital by them, and so all that to say that I had very real relationships with these people for a long, long time. And I tweeted out in May that, hey, I'll be back at, this convention to perform. Can't wait to see you all there. I went in to go teach some piano lessons for a couple hour block. I got out and my phone had completely blown up. And some random streamer on Twitch decided to go through my following list on Twitter, like who I followed, saw that I followed Gays Against Groomers, which I'm assuming y'all are maybe familiar with them.
Mm-hmm.
But
yes.
Yeah. So for anyone who's watching, it's a LGB, and there are some T in there too, group that is very much anti-transitioning children. And so, I mean, I felt like, oh, well, like, everything I had seen, like I agree with this message. I mean, the irony of it all. I'm like, oh, as an LGBT, like clearly this shouldn't be problematic, right? I'm very naive even what I think will be problematic in the video game world. But so yeah, I followed them. And this person was like, how can you have this person perform at your event? And she's clearly transphobic. And then everybody piled on. And so by the time I had gotten out of teaching, the convention had already released a statement saying that we need our place to be a safe and inclusive environment, and we're taking measures and blah, 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 blah. And, I know these guys that run it, and I don't think they're bad people. I think they really kind of caved to pressure. And I think that pressure was from St. Jude, which is very interesting. But
you're cutting into their funding.
Cutting into their funding?
St. Jude's like the Children's Hospital.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that all the proceeds, or at least a big bulk of the proceeds, goes to St. Jude, and so they're like their sponsors. So it never was made very. I don't know to this day if it was from. I know what the convention told me with conversations later. I don't know if it was really truly the convention that just wanted to cover their butts, or if it was St. Jude's that like didn't want to be associated with me because I was transphobic. I don't know, but I know that St. Jude's does have a history, apparently, recent history of ousting other creators that have raised money for them if they appear alt-right, which, is these days is anything that is right of far, far, far left. So
I'll translate it for you. It means I disagree with you.
Right. Exactly.
That's all it is.
So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to like that was a long explanation, but that was kind of what happened, and it was a really crazy experience, but I feel recovered now, and it was weird because like a lot of people I'd known for a long time like unfollowed me, and it was just very bizarre because it was nothing that I had actually even put out there. Like I wasn't something I tweeted. It wasn't even a thought. It was just merely for following somebody. So I felt like, wow, that's a really scary precedent to set for like so now anybody that's involved in a convention, you're gonna vet their whole following list. And that's crazy.
Oh my god, like
That's Hitlerian tactics right there.
It's terrible.
That is
For even liking something, you can risk being alienated from specific communities nowadays, you know. And they say they want an
like
inclusive.
I can understand.
Sorry, go ahead, man.
Like I can understand if you work at a specific job and you like a certain post that you shouldn't be liking, and the work knows that you have it. I can kind of understand that because you are kind of representing the company. But if you're just following people and you haven't done anything, that is such bull crap, man.
It was shocking because I really love music so much. And what I love about it is I love that it brings people together, and there is no way in a million years if trans, I don't care what you identify as, if someone had come up to me and said, hey, can you play this piece? I wouldn't do anything that would make him feel unsafe. Like that's not my style at all. I would be like, yes, let me play a piece for you. I'm kind of like this hippie that believes that music can heal the world. So I would never ever make anybody feel unsafe. So it was a real slap in the face. And I feel like I just feel like they're really scared, and it's frustrating to see like a group of loud people just destroy the gaming space. And it's supposed to be something that's supposed to bring people together, and you shouldn't be worried about politics and who you voted for, but it's so divisive right now, and I hate it.
Everything.
Hail, Jonathan, for being a member for 2 months, my man. Appreciate you, man. Hail. So question then, because you were kind of excommunicated from that community, you found a whole new one from what I've seen. I'm seeing you on a whole bunch of channels here in the fellowship. And I mean, it makes me very happy, but like people banded around you and actually, are like saying what kind of crap you went through. I'm sure that must make you feel pretty good that there are people out there like us.
It makes me feel great. And I mean, I felt like I was kind of like I did speak out against mandated COVID vaccines when that was a hot topic.
Wrong thing.
Yeah, I did say that on Twitter. So I had already received like a soft cancellation from a lot of people in the Destiny community. Like I noticed a lot of people were interacting with me, but nobody had really come out and attacked me until this happened, which was, a year and a half later or so, or 2 years later. And so getting a very hard cancellation was really difficult, but it's also been very liberating at the same time. Because now I feel like, well, I've already been canceled, so I'm going to go ahead and say what I want to say now. And it is very liberating. And I feel like I'm kind of rebuilding my base with people who are going to, like me no matter what. And well, maybe not like no matter what, but you know what I mean? Like as far as politics go, I don't have to tiptoe around stuff. So it's good. It's ultimately a very good thing. And I'm really grateful to Side Scrollers. That was the first podcast I went on to talk about what had happened with a convention. And I was super nervous at first. And I feel a lot more comfortable about it now. And they've been great. They rallied behind me, and it's been good. I'm in a good place.
Yeah, Side Scrollers is great. If you guys haven't checked out Side Scrollers, it's for me, it's about 10 a.m. Mountain Time every weekday. Go check out the channels. There's some great folks. And they even have a special section for memes at the end of their show. So if you like our memes and you support the people who support us, go check them out. They're some really great people. And they have some really cool interviews as well. So if you're not into everybody chatting, go check out the interviews also. They also have a gaming channel as well, where Blabs frustrates the crap out of Craig.
Yeah.
So
Zero was on Friday. I didn't get to catch it
Yeah.
live, so I didn't get to put out a meme I made for him, but he was on Friday.
I guess, by the way, the story of this stream is to not get cancelled. Like for having crushes on Emma Watson or following a single account on Twitter. So,
bro,
Don't
you can have
apologize.
Emma Watson. I'm 100% Topanga, man.
thank you. Thank
I
you.
already
No,
blocked.
Topanga's very
him up.
beautiful.
Look,
Good choice. Good choice.
I'm so freaking.
I'm sticking with Mama Fratelli.
Although
I
I
said
will-
Kate's.
But God forbid you
Who?
guys follow the wrong Twitter account.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
disowning all of you.
Who did you?
And everyone's like, who?
I think he said Bill Gates.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Desiree,
too.
Desiree, you're trying to say something?
Kate's.
Oh, I was just gonna say, well, True Pop's apology didn't really count because he did tear it up. But I did
What?
never apologize. I did never apologize. Like I think the convention, I feel like if I had wanted to really come back, like I possibly could have, but I would have had to issue an apology. And I'm like, I'm not going to apologize for anybody I follow over Twitter. I have followed people all over the political spectrum, and like no one's coming after me if I followed AOC. Like that's ridiculous. So I never did apologize. I'm very proud of that. I mean, I believe in apologizing when you need to apologize, but I do not believe in apologizing for nothing.
Yeah. In this case, they just want to see you bend the knee. They don't
Yeah.
really care about the apology itself, just you in a moment of showing weakness. They're like sharks that smell blood in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Desiree, when it comes to your music, was there a difference in your music from before cancellation to after cancellation? Because I know a lot of artists, when they go through different times, especially difficulties, there is a change in the music. Did you notice anything like that?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, I will definitely say that my mood could impact my playing. So when I'm performing, everything I'm doing is a live improv to the piece. So I'll pull up a lead sheet, which is basically a lead sheet is just the melody and the chords written out, or I just look at the melody. I'm kind of figuring out the chords. I'm coming up with my own arrangement on the spot. So it's going to be different each time. So I will say that I probably had a lot more fiery interpretations and channel some anger into some of those pieces. But I mean, I don't know if it's really affected on a huge scale, but I definitely can take emotions and it helps my playing for sure. It's like a good outlet.
Yeah, I'm not a musician in any way, shape, or form, but I can tell that the moods I have definitely affect the art I do, like video making and memes and everything like that. Like, which is why sometimes some memes don't come out because they're sometimes too hardcore. But CJP, you are also a musician as well. Mm-hmm. Do you have any questions or anything for Desiree?
How long was your program? Because when I went through music school, the first college I went to, it was a 5-year, and then I transferred to another school that it was their first music program they've ever done. So I ended up getting done a year early, which was nice. But I know some places go 5, some go 6. How long was yours?
I think it's just 4. I mean, I did it in about 5. It was a lot. Florida State is pretty intense, though. It's a pretty good music school. I know, like music schools can there's a wide scope there, but different areas were pretty tricky. I mean, honestly, I was pretty burnt out but at the end of the whole thing. But it was a lot to squeeze into 4 years. So like I did mine in 4.5. But I mean, I think like if you stay on track, you can do it in 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I got lucky, is I was able to get it done in 4. Although my dumbass got a music performance degree, which was kind of useless for everything else that I do in my life. But
what instrument?
In percussion.
Oh, cool. That's great.
So I went to school for actual percussion, but I play guitar, bass, and of course you had to take piano as a music major, no matter what instrument you were on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Class piano.
Yep.
Obviously, I didn't have to do that because piano was my instrument. But yeah, we had to take
it. So
yeah,
when did you start playing the piano?
I was 4, so right before I turned 5. I know it's young. My older sister was in lessons, and actually, my father was a concert pianist. He specialized
Wow.
in Gershwin, so and he was a music professor also at Florida State. And so having a father that played the piano, I think my parents I was begging them for lessons, so they went in and put me in, even though it was pretty young. And I mean, I had my dad there at home to help me if I needed it, but actually my father was really hands off. I think he saw so many of his colleagues really push music on their kids, and the kids end up not wanting to do it. So he was like, I always had a separate teacher, and I'd be like practicing, and sometimes he'd be like, that's a B flat, from the other room or something. But he really, unless I asked for it or asked for the help, he really didn't interfere, which I think was good, because I was very, very independent as a child. I didn't like to be told what to do. I still have a little of that spirit.
That is awesome. I'm in my early 20s. Is it too late for me?
No, absolutely not. I think that's like a real lie that everyone feels, that you have to in order to play an instrument, you have had to play it as a child. I mean, I know it sounds impressive that I started out when I was 4, but it's really I've taught so many students over the years. There's not a big difference if you start at 4, if you start at 7 or 8, as a child, because you catch up so quickly. But honestly, some of the best students I've had have been students that even started in their teen years. And then, I mean, yeah, you can definitely do it in your 20s. It's all about the time that you're going to put into it. I mean, it's this whole idea oh, you're just born with all this natural talent. I mean, you can have some you can have some natural things that are going to help, but it really is mostly about putting the time into it, just like any skill.
So they just need the drive is basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Well, then the perseverance, because there's going to be times when you're going to go to practice something and you're just going to be like, I really don't want to do this. I just I don't feel it. But if you don't do the practice, that's when you don't get good. You have to.
That's exactly what I get with writing as well. I'm trying to write a book, fictional fantasy novel, and yeah, that's the exact same attitude. I'm too tired after work here. I'm just gonna sit in there, and it's so easy just to sit on your bed and then scroll through Twitter forever, and then it's just to aim for those productive things. That's definitely something to keep in mind. At least the minimum of something per day.
To be fair, I did take some guitar lessons, but I broke half the strings and then never fixed them.
That's funny. I bought this guitar, right? But my dad comes in the room and he's like, "Oh, nice guitar!" And the first thing he does, break a string. So that was nice.
So
it came with
Melee K of Melee Games sent $2.79 Canadian. What is everyone's favorite video game soundtrack? Desiree, I think you. Why don't you go first? Because I know definitely you have one at the top of your head right now.
I mean, actually, to be truthful, it's really hard for me to pick because there's so many I like. But I really like Zelda's Ocarina of Time. I think that one had some really, because it was so essential to the game, to obviously the ocarina, those melodies had to be very memorable, and I think that the melodies are really great in Ocarina of Time. I love a lot of the Final Fantasy music, especially from Final Fantasy 7. I think that had some really, really strong pieces. I mean, I love a lot of the old retro video games, all the Mario tunes. It's hard to pick, but I would probably, if I had to pick a game, was it a game? Was that the question?
Yeah.
An actual game?
The video game soundtrack. So the entire soundtrack.
Actually, one I really, 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 really love is the DuckTales game. The DuckTales game had some really good music in it. The Amazon, the Amazon Mines, and obviously the Moon was fantastic. Everybody knows that one. And what was the castle, the creepy one? I'm totally forgetting the name of that one. And the Himalayans. Oh, no. In the DuckTales game, there was a castle level. Anyway, yeah. So DuckTales actually had some really good music.
I've always enjoyed the Street Fighter 2 stuff myself.
So for me, it'd be a
variety one. Sorry.
A couple of choices. Do you have any others, Kenzo?
Well, yeah, just classic ones. Well, mainly, yeah, just main, but yeah, Street Fighter would be my sort of main one that I like.
Nice. I like a couple. Like, there's obviously Minecraft, and I wouldn't turn it on. It's just nice to vibe to. But there's also Witcher with like Slavic tones, and I'm Polish. Maybe I have a weakness for that. But my absolute favorite, would probably be Doom. The only thing they fear is you, and it's just like, just, wakes you up, makes you more energetic, but puts a step into your walk. Yeah, I always listen to. I always have my headphones on when I go to work or anything like that. So every time Doom plays, I just liven up and walk a little faster. So yeah, there's that.
What about you, Devil?
I suspect the same.
I like Halo. I like the Halo one.
CJP.
Well, a couple of different ones. I mean, obviously, anything Zelda, I'm down for. But some of the more obscure ones I like is Octopath Traveler has a fantastic score. Dragon Quest 11, Skies of Arcadia from the Dreamcast had a great soundtrack, along with a great story. And that's a game that I really wish Sega would get off their lazy fat butts and remaster. I guarantee you they will make a ton of money if they do so.
Isn't it funny?
For Dreamcast or GameCube, that's it.
Yeah, isn't it funny that in movies we can't get away from remakes that we don't want, but there's so many good video games that if they just improved the graphics, did a little more with the story, and did a remaster, would be amazing on new consoles.
Well, for sure.
Someone in my chat said today that they're remaking The Office. Is that right?
Yeah.
Why?
They've already done that once.
They did.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? This is gonna be the second remake.
Of course, it was good. I like the American version, but I don't know about another one.
For the
What is
record,
The
I actually
Office like?
prefer the American one.
Wait,
as
what
well.
is The Office based on? Was it
It's
based,
based
on?
on
Office?
Office.
It was a British comedy. It was like what, 6 episodes?
Okay.
I remember right, with Ricky Gervais.
Mhm.
Oh, so first it was a show, that's own thing. Then that got remade into the Steve Carell one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And then
the
they're going to make another one on the Steve Carell. So it's like an inception of
Yes.
offices.
It's
The
basically
Office
a copy of
Inception.
a copy of a copy. By the next time they do a reboot, it's gonna be like the 4th clone in Multiplicity, shaving his own tongue.
Sorry, Steve, that lace got come off.
At least some.
I do apologize. My camera has to be off. My computer seems to be running on the slow end today, so it was cutting out. So I figured I'd turn it off. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, Ricky Gervais. Are they going to bring back Ricky Gervais and what was it? Steve Carell was in
I
the.
know.
I think it's a complete rude boo.
It's going to be Michelle Scott, not Michael Scott.
I mean, it would just be like if it was supposed to be like modern Office, it's just going to be about like cancellation, probably.
HR is going to shut down the show in the first 5 minutes.
Each week, who are we gonna get fired for having the wrong opinion?
Exactly. I can't imagine working in an office right now.
But I couldn't do it.
I imagine the pay would be higher than bar jobs and stuff like that, and the shittier jobs. There's shittier jobs out there.
Yeah, at least you don't have like people throwing food at you and yelling at you in your face and everything like that. So that's probably a plus.
Well, speaking of The Office and music, I do remember reading where Steve Carell cost NBC $200,000 for singing 4 seconds of 2 Tickets to Paradise.
Oh my God, for real?
Yes. They had to pay the licensing fee, $200,000 to Eddie Money or whoever owns Eddie Money's music, because I don't think he even owns it anymore.
Wow.
Well, he is called Eddie Money, so I mean.
Didn't you say on another stream that music licensing was the most vague, most lumptious mass of shittery ever? Yeah.
Because like I know with the state on MTV, there's a couple of songs on there that they had to replace with some generic music because they didn't get the licensing for it. Because like 2 of the songs had 3 publishers and 15 writers. So they had to get rights from all 15 of those people and all 3 of those publishing companies.
Desiree, because you do a lot of the piano music, do you play other people's songs? Do you ever get in trouble because you play them on the piano?
No. A kick doesn't seem like it's that's a really kind of fuzzy area because it's like your own interpretation of it. So you're usually covered by maybe CJP would be able to explain this better. But this, what is it called? Like it's like some kind of creative licensing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm always a little nervous. I'm like, if somebody wanted to like destroy me, like could they come after me? And I mean, maybe they could. Like I have no faith at all in our legal system. And if somebody wants to like really attack you, they can find a way. And usually even if you end up winning, it's just still like a battle to pay for lawyers and everything and a headache. So I always like live in fear a little bit of that, but I probably okay.
A lot of it depends on the artist. Because like some artists, they're okay with people doing covers as long as like for YouTube, like if you do a cover, they might put a copyright claim on it, but not a strike.
Yeah.
The algorithm definitely
they get the revenue from the ads, which that's fine. I mean, it's they own the publishing rights for that. I don't have an issue with it. It's people like Don Henley of the Eagles, where if you play 1 second of a song, he's gonna hard strike your channel.
That's right.
Oh, that's good to know.
Well, on YouTube, you have a hard strike where you have just like a copyright claim where the algorithm will detect it, and it can definitely detect covers. I recently did one with and I found someone's piano cover of The Lonely Man, a piano piece at the end of the 70s Hulk show, and the algorithm picked it up as that straight away. It said Hulk theme detected, but it didn't affect the video.
Yeah, I get this all the time.
Yeah.
We have a couple artists in this community, Paul Dukin and DJ Access, who have allowed us to use some of their music on their channel. They've given us express permission. So I know there are a lot of people out there. You just can reach out to them and be like, "Hey, can I use your music?" And if you get the okay, you're good to go.
Okay with it.
Yeah, well, the weirdest thing, like I did all the watch themes with the James Bond movie themes, and only half of them actually got copyrighted. It was really strange because every single one of them is a cover, technically.
But we played the NERD track on the stream last week, and that never got.
We got hit with a claim last week, by the way, on one of the memes.
What was it for? Did it say what it was for?
I don't remember exactly, but I had to clip it out. So if you guys see a weird skip in last week's video, it's because of that. Typically, I wouldn't.
But that's what I mean. The animation I put up had music by NERD, Pharrell, the Dirty Dog, Lap Dance. But on my video, it said, that the artist allows people to use it on YouTube.
Quick question as far as music goes. Does music, just like with characters, do they become part of the public domain after a certain amount of time?
Yes. They follow the same copyright restrictions that movies and characters do.
So like Green Sleeves, that's a really old song. Has that become part of the public, you would assume?
It is the only way that you might get hit is if you use a specific person's arrangement of it that they've copyrighted.
Yeah, okay. Or a specific recording.
Specific recording. They can copyright that. The mechanical.
You can, a lot of classical music you can get. That's all public domain.
Yeah.
A lot of it. And then a lot of stuff from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
Because we want to use the Cheers theme for the Beelzebub, but I don't want to get hit. Yeah,
you will get hit because that one was still under 40 years. So that would still be, because I think it's what.
But that's what I mean. We didn't get hit for the 78 Hulk theme, so I think we're going to try it. We're going to, because there is other covers of it on. There is other animation parodies of the intro online and whatnot. So, but obviously we don't know the status of the videos.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm writing the lyrics, trying to change them, and
Well,
as much as I can.
Even parodies, the melody
Mhm.
itself and the backing music falls under what they call mechanical rights. They're separate from copyrights.
How much would you have to change for it to get out of that? Like, I mean, add an extra instrument, change the pitch a little bit, like
Change the key. You could use the same
yeah.
chord progression, but you'd have to change the melody.
You'd have to transform it quite a bit to
Like, could you theoretically like take the audio and play with the audio, like I don't know, make it synth, put mechanical to it, or do something and get away with it, or like it has to be like
depends
more
on
original.
how far. As long as if it's still a recognizable melody, they may still get you for it. Because really, the only thing you can really copyright is the melody and lyrics.
Like we said, it's all specific to the individual piece of music you're trying to use. You know, some people are hot on it, like the guy from the Eagles. You know, there is other production companies that are also hot on you using their songs, whereas other ones tend to not really care. You know, it's just, and it also depends what you're using it for, I guess. If you're
so I can't use it on my OnlyFans. Okay, I get it.
That's
but let's say movies fell in that way for a long time. Just like when it came to fan films, when it came to Star Wars before Disney bought it, Lucas didn't give a crap as long as you weren't making money off of it. In fact, he would promote different ones that were really good. Whereas Star Trek, on the other hand, once someone started to make a little money off of it, they shut everything down. Can't make it more than 15 minutes long now.
Okay, so I will say this: if anybody wants to make any fan films of the Legion, you have full permission, and feel free to clip this and use this at any point.
Oh no, Legion just porn parodies.
And steal my pictures as well if you like, and all my animation.
So we are about halfway into the show, and you guys know what that means. Memes. So it looks like we got one meme from a Mr. True Pop.
One.
Well done. Well done.
Well
There'll
done.
be some more later in the chat. Thank you, guys. I thought I'd add a meme.
Ask Desiree if you figured out where your meme on the thumbnail came from.
Oh, where I'm playing the piano? Mm-hmm. No, I don't know.
That was the cat. I think Cat Concerto from 1948. That was the Tom and Jerry one.
Oh, really?
Time. Yep.
Oh, cool! I love the Tom and Jerry musical things. I didn't notice that.
I still love the fact that there was a Looney Tunes came out with the exact same premise with Bugs Bunny that same year.
Oh, really? I mean, I've seen the Bugs Bunny ones too. All the, they used to, that was really what was so great about those old classic cartoons is they exposed people to classical music all the time.
Oh, yeah. I what was it? The Disney one, Fantasia 2000, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Fantasia or Fantasia
there
2000?
There's two Fantasias, but both of them use classical music.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not. Yeah, which is the one where Mickey is
the sorcerer? That's the original.
Yeah, that's original.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one always gets me hyped. I like that, especially when they introduce Mickey, and it's I really enjoyed that kind of stuff. So
Desiree, real quick, have you ever heard of PDQ Bach?
PDQ Bach? Mm-hmm. No, I mean related to the Bach family.
No, he's a comedic musician.
Oh no.
Because Peter Shickley is the guy's name.
Okay.
He wrote under PDQ Bach. So like there was one where he took Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and he's commentating on it like it's a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, here comes the low brass, dun, 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 and then just starts making jokes about the band as it's going on. But one piece played of his in high school that was really fun. It's called A Grand Serenade for an Awful Lot of Winds of Percussion.
And I'll have to check us out.
Yeah, look up PDQ Bach. It's he's hilarious.
So I found a guy on TikTok recently. I've forgotten his name. I can look it up so I can tell y'all that he like reacts to is like Beethoven, like it was a new like rap thing that just hit, and he's like with his friend, he's like, whoa, like yo, this part right here, and he's like got on a wig and stuff. So it's almost like how like you would. It's just I can't explain it, but it's so funny. Like I loved it. I'm gonna look him up while y'all are talking so I can tell you who he is. But yeah,
Desiree, have you ever seen that guy who plays the piano I'm not sure where he's playing it, but like he'll take requests and he'll like listen to like 2 minutes or like a minute of the music and just play it, and the reaction from the crowds are just like breathtaking. Some people like start crying because like they haven't heard the song since like their parents played it for them when they were like 5 years old.
No, I haven't seen that.
I love those videos.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for any time someone's moved by music for sure.
Are you talking about that guy where he's on that app where you jump from screen to screen and he has his keyboard? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, he's actually at a proper piano.
Okay.
And he'll listen to like whatever song somebody says, hey, can you play this? And then he'll play that song for them.
Yeah.
In the end. And sometimes like people jump in. There'll be like people walking by who have like violins or saxophones or whatever. If you ever want to get me to like chill, a saxophone is definitely the best instrument to do that to me with. I absolutely love the saxophone.
So I can get Sexy Sax Man to show up to your work and you'll be fine with that?
Whatever you want to do, man. I love the saxophone.
Oh, I found it.
I remember there was a dude who used to play it on the pier when I was a small kid, and I was like enamored by the saxophone.
Sexy Sax Man goes to different places and just plays the Careless Whisper. Saxophone.
See, I always think of the sax. I always think of the sax as like the bow chicka wow wow music, because that like back in like the 90s, if there was a steamy scene on TV, like you heard a saxophone playing in the background. So I always feel like that's what I associate. Like that's the let's get it on music.
I never thought of it like that, but I don't know. Enigma, that's the get it on music that I remember, but that I don't know about that saxophone.
That Return to Myself guy?
Yeah, dude.
Green Rocks is all ooh.
I never thought of that as that kind of music. That just sounds like music you'd like go get high to or something to me. By the way, the person on TikTok, it's Vibin, VIBIN.wit WIT.TAY. Vibin Witte. It's so funny. He's got a bunch of them.
He probably has a YouTube as well, right? If he has a TikTok.
Probably his TikTok. I mean, he's like got like millions and millions of views per video, so he's pretty big. But yeah. Anyway, there's a bunch. Just look for the ones where he's in a wig. It looks like he's dressed up from the like 1700s.
I was actually having a conversation with somebody. I've been a little quiet on Twitter this week, but I've been like helping people out making videos and everything like that. And somebody showed me a video that the music just didn't fit right, and I was like, just remember the music can make or break your video. And just so you know, a lot of the classical songs you can actually use without any issues. So like, I think if it's more than 100 years old, if I'm not mistaken, you can use that music freely. So like, if you're ever looking for music to use in a video, go use the classics, man. You know, those are some really great things you can use to change the emotion of your videos.
I mean, in terms of animation, like all of the old classic stuff was, made to timeless classical music, and it suits it better, especially the old sort of. I remember when they sort of done a revamp of Tom and Jerry in the 90s, and you could tell that they'd used MIDI music instead of like the actual instruments, and it didn't hit the same.
I don't know, the Tom and Jerry movie hit me pretty well.
I'm not talking about that. I'm about they just tried to they did. You know what I'm talking about, CJ, don't you?
Yeah, it just doesn't sound right without that actual Hollywood playing those parts.
They have this guy called Frank Tedesco. He goes on Omegle, and he can listen to one song. Just like he'll take requests, and you tell him a song, he'll listen to it for like 5 seconds, and then be able to literally recreate it on his keyboard and the instruments he has around him. It's freaking crazy. I watched a couple of his videos.
I mean, the same could be said about, like stuff for now that we just take for granted as these sound effects representing specific things, like bongo drums representing someone running away, or pizzicato strings representing someone tiptoeing across the floor. Like it's instruments can be very expressive, especially when combined with, animation.
Desiree, do you do like collaborations with people in the community, or do you just kind of focus on your own music?
Actually, it's funny you said that. CJP, I don't know. Did you hear about the whole controversy with Christian Henson and Spitfire?
Yes, yes, it did.
So I've actually become pretty good friends with Christian from that whole ordeal. We messaged a lot, and really, really good guy. And he actually asked me to come out to LA and play piano for him for a track that he was composing for an upcoming TV series, which was a crazy experience. So I went out to LA and got to record actually in a studio, the East West Studios that Sinatra started. And I did not feel worthy at all to be there. I mean, I felt like Aladdin, like setting foot in the Cave of Wonders. I was wondering if I was about to be swallowed up. Like I did not feel worthy, but it was a really awesome experience. And so that was like a really good thing that came out of kind of all this craziness too. And I think that like, because the music world is it's the same thing as the gaming world. It's like you can't, if you're going to say anything that is not extreme left, you are at risk of being completely ostracized. And once you've been, so let me just tell you briefly what happened to Christian Henson, since the rest of y'all don't know. This actually made national headlines, but he retweeted J.K. Rowling on something about I think the clinics in the UK dealing with children and transitioning children like behind parents' backs. I think that was the nature of the thing, but it was a very benign retweet. It wasn't like even anything that was crazy that JK put out there, and the mob came for him, and he ended up having to step down from one of the top companies that makes virtual instruments. So a multi-million-dollar company. He was the co-founder. So it was a big deal just for retweeting J.K. Rowling. Like that's how crazy it's gotten. So anyway, once you kind of experience something like this, it's like you want to work with other people that to help. That like, okay, well, now I don't have any work because of this crazy thing that happened, and you're more inclined to work with people like that, especially. And it's rare to find other people in the music community because so many people they're quiet, they keep it hidden, their political beliefs. So yes, sorry, that was a very long answer, but to answer you, yes, I have collaborated with people. I'm looking for more of that. I really like to write music too. So I'm writing for two indie video games right now. And they both also, I feel like they wouldn't have found out about me had some of this stuff happened, and they wanted to work with me because of this. So, I'm hoping to go more and more in the writing direction. Although, I mean, I love my stream and I want to keep growing that. But as I get older, I can't stream forever. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe people will still want to tune in when I'm like 60 years old playing the piano. But I would love to do more writing, have more writing opportunities.
So if people want to collaborate with you, what's the best way to reach you on that?
Probably like a DM through Twitter Twitter's what I am on the most, but like I'm also on Instagram or just a message on one of the socials. I check all of them. Like, even if it's somebody, you don't have to be following me to send a message too. So I still check those too.
Okay. Well, if you guys are in the fellowship and you guys have musical talent, reach out to Desiree. You never know what can happen. You might knock out a banger, and then all of a sudden, nobody wants to cancel anybody in this community anymore. So,
my show, Forgotten One Cast, I wanted to talk to other musicians who don't really get a chance to go talk to other people because either their circumstances or they're just so small that they haven't they don't have a real audience yet. So that's kind of what I was trying to do with my show is just talk to musicians and people in the music industry as much as possible.
That's awesome.
I don't think there's no podcast like that I can think of, because usually everyone they niche down to whatever their specific like is.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, earlier in the show, we were asked what our favorite video game music was. What do you guys think Dermy's favorite would be?
Something by
Back Taco.
Spice Girls.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming
I shared another relating to that. I shared another meme in the chat.
I was like, I'm assuming it was the people that made the porn music back in the 80s.
Yeah, probably.
Did somebody say porn?
So,
what?
Good morning.
Hello.
So, I wanted to bring up something that Ripper was doing a little promotion for the ISOM cover 1. I ended up buying this book, and I bought a shirt. So I just want the community to see this. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Use the code pull up for the discount, because it is a massive discount, and I honestly can't wait to get this comic.
Yeah. I'm a little angry at that because I'm in the UK, so delivery costs a lot for me. So I could have just waited till this moment, and then whatever. Okay. Yeah.
I am very grateful. So thank you, Ripper, for doing that. I had the payday yesterday. I was like, you know what? Let's get a few things. So I can't wait to get that. Metastep, I don't know. DM it to me, because there's a lot of stuff I see on Twitter. This week was kind of a lot. I've been I was working a lot of overtime and had some life things that were weighing on me, so I missed quite a bit. I lost like 20 followers for I don't know why. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm not big on numbers, but I appreciate everybody who does follow. Now, Desiree, do you pay attention to like what's going on in the community a lot? Do you kind of just focus on like the gaming and the music?
Like what community? In the video game community?
No, in the fellowship.
In y'all's community?
Yeah.
I mean, some stuff. Like I follow a lot of people on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you see what happened to Ripa over this week?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I saw the video that he put out like recently. Melanie Mac retweeted it, but I couldn't listen to it. I can't remember why. Like I couldn't listen to it. So I was like, I gotta listen to this later. But yeah, the guy that was trying to like break in or something or vandalize it, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he was trying to break in, but he certainly vandalized it by putting stuff on the window.
Yeah. I saw that video. I saw the one that he put out.
Sticking money on the building. He stuck $50 on it and wrote on it.
Now, I heavily discourage anybody from doing this in any community.
It's fucked, man. The guy's an idiot.
Yeah. Don't do this to anybody. Don't roll up to anybody's place with ill intent like that, because you never know what's going to happen.
Even if you haven't got ill intent, it's fucking stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If anyone wants to come put money on my house, feel free.
Flawed
I can
hopping
see,
in like
I can
a
see
king.
why.
Flawed,
That's what I mean.
congratulations
I can see
again for being
Eric
on
says
Glenn
he's
Beck,
not
mate.
scared of the guy, and I can understand why he wouldn't be scared of the guy. But at the same time, if someone's going to travel that far and turn up at your place of work, you don't know what they've got on them, what their intentions are. I know that idiot only turned up there and he stuck whatever $50 on and he wrote some shit, but you don't know what he's going to do. You know what I mean? If he's willing to go to that length, then you just got to, like Eric said, take it seriously. And you'd expect him to, man. I wouldn't like someone turning up outside my house, and I say some wild shit or whatever, but I wouldn't like some unhinged idiot to come to where I live or work. And I'd like to think, you'd go out there and deal with it. But obviously the laws are different here to in Texas.
Yeah,
like that,
exactly. It's Texas. You can get a bit of a bullet, catch some bullets if you trespass.
Get Swiss cheese, man.
So
I discourage it for health reasons. Don't endanger your own health, people.
Imagine if you were lost somewhere in the field and you catch a bullet, you know. That's
let's be honest. If he'd rolled up there in the day and done this, it's not like the security team would have come out and started firing on him. They would have been like, "Hey, asshole! Like, what the hell's going on?" You know? And he would have shit a brick. He would have probably tried to give it the big one where he was on the camera and stuff, but he'd have been shitting his big old knickers while he was doing so. Let's be honest, man. If some guys come out with guns at you, you know, I know I'd be scared. But then again, I ain't about to do the kind of dumb shit that he did, you know?
Yeah, Ripper haters are just absolutely insane. Some of these people.
I think some of the stands on both sides are idiots, but then again, that's the hardcore fans that are taking it way too seriously, that will jump on someone's side for the sake of just being on their side. I don't engage in it, you know. I stay out of the online arguments with people that I don't know. What's the point?
Yeah, you know, I used to get into it a lot with people, and then it takes too much energy. There are too many stupid people out there, and to fight every single battle all the time is exhausting. Anyone.
Eric will deal with it himself. He'll monetize his haters. I am 100% a bigger. I'm sorry. But you know, I've never had any content creator personally, you know, that I have respect for, that has said to their people, go out and do anything unless it's for something positive, like go and follow this person, go and watch this content. You know, I've never seen.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about this community. We're not really like, we'll criticize things, but we won't like tell people to go after people, which is a lot of what other people do, which is certainly something I discourage. Don't, you know, if you have your own opinions, that's cool. Keep them to yourself, or, you know, keep them within your friend group. Don't cause stupid shit to happen. So Flawed, are you saying I can't come to Texas and hang out? Because I'll bring some 20s.
I've been to Texas. I didn't get killed or anything.
Well, no, I'm in a good state, so.
You know what? The first thing I'm going to do when I come to America on the meetup.
Flawed. I've been asking all of my German followers to go after the rocks for months. God damn it, Flawed. Oh God, I love that, man.
I was gonna say, like, first thing I'm gonna do when I come to the US or any state that allows it, go to a gun range.
I'll take you.
Yeah, come here to Tallahassee. We got some guns too. Going out on our land.
True Pop is going to make any videos besides shooting videos when he's in the States. There's just guns.
I'm in this mood to like shoot my laptop because I'm just all that editing on that video, and it's just like lowest rated video of your time, and it's just like, God damn it. And you know, it's a good stress reliever, you know, shooting something.
Well, just
is it Florida or Texas? Because I am saving up to go to one of the meetups, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to, but I will definitely try and make it over to Florida or Texas at some point, because you guys are all there, and I hate you guys all being there. I want to hang out with y'all for a little bit. I don't care if it's recorded. I just want to hang out with y'all. Huh?
They're saying Flawed should come to the UK.
Yeah. Oh God, Flawed in the UK.
Bro, Flawed, if you come here on a boat, they'll give you a house and shit. Just tear up your passport on the way over.
Just dress up like in rags, you know, look really poor. You know, sell them your performance.
You don't just tell them you don't speak English or whatever, and they'll house you.
English. Yeah, that's the Polish.
Yeah, I do want to go to Texas. It's like $300 for the flight, so I got to save up for that.
Just roll up there and say, "I am the king now."
That's why I like the Dallas.
You'd blend in. That's the point.
There's a few. There's still a few of us left, man.
So Desiree, if you weren't canceled before, after this stream, you probably will be again.
Yeah, guilty by association. Sorry, Desiree.
But yeah, so there were a couple of topics I did want to talk about, but I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Bug. Did you guys see the video of Nerdrotic eating candy corn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know why candy corn is such a hot topic, but I kind of love it.
It's not in the UK.
Well, do you
I don't
eat
think I
candy
ever
corn
tried
in the
candy
UK?
corn.
I don't know. Hell no.
Have I ever tried
So
candy corn?
Mr. Bug created a green screen for it. So if you guys want to use this at any point, go to Mr. Bug's Twitter and use the chroma key to remove the background. Tag the Legion. I want to see what you guys come up with.
Got an idea.
Yeah, go have fun. That's what the community is all about. So enjoy that.
Enjoy your earwax.
And look,
Nerdrotic.
Flawed, I downloaded the green screen as soon as my man.
Flawed no.
I don't know who does your editing. I think it's Mo, but she's doing a great job, man. I'm super impressed about that. Now, sorry, yeah, my computer is not.
This is what happens when we don't have a producer, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Blame it.
We are very
blame
much
it
so
all.
professionals here.
Now, Devil made me do it. You sent me a link of an Indiegogo campaign. Do you want to explain to people what it is?
Yeah, this independent, I think, film producer. I guess he's been in the business for a long time. I think he's friends with a couple people. I know Samuel and Adam, the Renaissance Nerd, have both talked to him. He's got this really cool campaign for this movie he's trying to put together. He's I think really devoted to the idea of making movies for the fans and not for the message. But when you look at it, is just he's got a really good idea, and it shows you some of the art that it's been done with AI to show you what his plan is for the movie, and it's just really, really kind of cool. I think it fits into what.
Yeah, I saw this Devil. Yeah, I saw the concept art. It's kind of like a steampunk pirate space opera.
It is really cool looking. And I think it's kind of up the alley of what we're trying to do, get away from big studios that have an agenda and make, see movies that are from passionate people who really care about their craft and what they're doing. It really is impressive.
So go check out the Indiegogo campaign. Devil made me do it. If you want to retweet that out on Twitter and just tag the Legion, we'll do a retweet for that.
I saw a video of the guy talking about it. Can we not play that?
You can play the thing. It's really cool.
Oh, I can. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to. Give me 1 sec. I gotta.
No, the concept art's really good. I know it's just being AI generated, but if it's sort of on that vibe, I'll be down.
Yeah, it is. It is really looks good and really looks like something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 sec.
I mean, steampunk pirates. It's kind of
how can you go wrong?
good aesthetic.
I don't know if the music in the video will be in the movie or not, but it's pretty epic. I'm sure he has the rights to it, so it's not like I don't think we're going to hit because he's been telling people go ahead and share it and so
be shared out and promoted.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not working on here. Give me 1 sec.
No problem.
You mean the jump?
Pretty sure they.
I've Flawed. Okay, so Mo edits the shorts on Flawed's, but he does the rest. You're doing some great work, man. I'm super impressed. Here we go. Okay. Audio.
My name is Vernon George Wells. I'm an actor and a producer.
Is audio good?
And what we're talking about
is
a film I'll be doing called Island in the Stars.
Island in the Stars.
Island in the Stars is the story of a young woman named Jackie Driscoll, who on a faraway planet encounters a roguish space pirate who has with him a mysterious box that may lead to her missing father, as her destiny lies hidden on an island in the stars.
So my name is Emily Coop. I am an actor, singer-songwriter, and I'm playing Jackie. Island in the Stars is pretty much Pirates of the Caribbean meets Star Wars. I mean, it's going to be amazing.
It's the kind of movie that 14-year-old Tom would have been like, I want to see this. I have to see this movie. Because I think you should be making films. You should be making art that you yourself want to see.
I love that. Make art that you want to see. I think a lot of us in this community are doing exactly that.
Did you say it like Pirates of the Caribbean meets Star Wars?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't they do like One Piece meets Dune instead?
I'm now on episode 980 of One Piece, so I would love to see that for sure.
Yeah, take my money, Vernon. I'm down.
So when we started putting this together, I just started going through my Rolodex of 40 years out of people, not just people in front of the camera, but people behind the camera, people that I know, calling in favors and talking to people, because I think that this film deserves to have the best.
Obviously, working with Dream Screens Australia is huge. They're an amazing, talented group of people, and the technology they're bringing.
That's really cool how they're doing that inside of a studio.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Looks like we got word back from Melee Games for $6.99 Canadian. Twitter got back to our appeal just now and said we are permanently gone in the store. Thanks again for bringing it up, guys. Yeah, of course. That is
shit.
Fuck.
Oh.
Fucking dogs.
I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
So dumb.
That's bullshit. The same.
Oh, yeah.
There's people on Twitter still giving out death threats, and they don't get anything done to them.
No.
Yeah.
So everybody go check out this channel, and you can see right here it's the Real Deal with Tom Conkey. Is that how it's pronounced?
Conkle. I believe so. Conkle. Yeah,
Conkle. See, I can't read. My mother's been telling me to get new glasses. Yeah. let me see if I can afford them first.
Get some new.
I've been considering getting like blue light glasses.
I have the little clip on for that because I'm at the screen pretty much all day. I look like an old man, but
you'd look like more of a little twink with some nice little square frame.
Excuse me?
What?
Say that again.
Did I say that out loud? Sorry.
Now, there were also some topics that I did want to cover as well. Did you guys hear about the X-Men TV show that they're bringing that back?
Mm-hmm.
They're very confused on what they want the animation to be. I've heard conflicting reports that it's apparently going to be similar to the What If animation style on Disney Plus, which is atrocious. And then there's another report. No. It'll be a 2D animated like the original and blah, blah, blah. Which one is it? No one knows.
Don't know.
Yeah. And
now,
this
Desiree,
is the X-Men movie in general.
Did you watch this series when you were younger?
Some. I mean, it was definitely on when I was a kid, but I was more girly. I hate to say it, so I kind of felt like X-Men was more of a boys show. So I would kind of like see it from here time to time, but I didn't like watch it religiously, but enough to know it.
It was on Fox Kids, and we got it here in the UK on regular TV as well.
I mean, the intro is iconic.
This is the live-action MCU movie, not the animated show. That they're looking for writers.
Oh man, I was totally confused then. It's a live-action one.
Yeah, because they've got the Fox rights now, right? And they haven't even started really casting anyone. Professor
you
X
applied
MCU version or what?
Have you applied to be a writer? Or...
No, True Pop.
I wish.
No, don't apply. You need to stay within the Legion, man. I need you.
So it's a
Listen,
live action TV show or it's a cartoon?
No, live action movie. Well, the MCU X-Men. You know, them hanging out with Batman and stuff like that. So
I'm guessing
they've not started on it. They've gotten the Fox rights ages ago.
But they're
maybe
also
4 years.
bringing out one called X-Men 97, which is a continuation of the old 90s X-Men cartoon.
Yeah, the image probably threw you off. That's why, Soups.
With
But
new modern values injected, no doubt. I can't wait.
yeah, the problem is, right, I think this is why it's taken them so long, because there's a rumor going around that, you know, Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy, all those X-Men, all those Fox X-Men, they still have their contracts, and Marvel are kind of waiting for them to expire in order to get going on this movie. Because if you've got the X-Men rights, X-Men are one of the most popular Marvel characters by far. And the fact they still haven't done a movie on them or still haven't progressed anything is just what's going on. They are most popular characters by far. And that Fantastic Four movie as well is just embarrassing. Right now, the only update we have, they'll use Panasonic new cameras. I'm like, no one gives a shit what camera you use it, you know? We're waiting on that casting for like 5,000 years, and Adam Driver's gonna play Reed Richards. What's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal, even though he played Mysterio, that's not a confusing report. And so awful. They don't know what they want. Marvel, they're not decided at all on what they're going to do.
Yeah, I'm done with that shit anyway. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I
just vented out my frustrations. Sorry, yes.
See, that's why I think it's super important to kind of like, if you have these skills, I think it's important to help people in the community grow those skills as well. Because I think the more skills that people have, the more creativity that's going to come out of the fellowship. I mean, look at the Epic Verse. They're working on some pretty big things, and they're not, big mainstream studio. I mean, even look at Ripa and him making, animations for it. If you guys want to learn the skills, don't be afraid to reach out to people and be like, hey, can you teach me a little bit? A lot of people, I mean, especially in the Legion, we're always happy to help people out to learn. And shameless plug for the video I made the other day. I made a video called YouTube Create versus CapCut. And I emphasized that YouTube Create is not fantastic, but you can use their music without getting hit for copyright, which is fantastic. And you want to do, there are going to be more from those series coming out. So, if you want to learn anything, either DM me on Twitter or just put it in the comments below. And I will do my best to make more content for that. I am working on a lot more content for the channel. Are any of you guys watching Ahsoka?
No.
Fuck no. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Hermes making me.
Is there going to be a last episode now?
Apparently,
sorry.
It's better storytelling than the sequels. The sequel.
Well,
sure it is.
Taking a dump is a better story than the sequel. So, I mean, this is not a very high bar we're having to clear.
Yeah.
I'm not watching.
Caillou had better storytelling than the sequel.
Oh, do you guys think what's his name, Starkiller is gonna show up, or they're gonna pull some big Star Wars character for the finale, or have they just run out of things to do? Because the finale always has to be something explosive, something, I don't know, droid robots or clones or.
I mean, they've still got more EU stuff that they haven't raped yet.
I'm waiting till Mara Jade or something. Although they can't do Mara Jade because Luke didn't.
No, you're wrong. At the end, Ahsoka's going to cut through the screen, go into the studios, and talk to a camera. That's how it's going to end. And tell him how he's a toxic man. That's how it's going to end.
Is Brie Larson going to be hanging out in the back?
Did you guys see the new Brie Larson movie about chemistry on Apple TV?
Is there no chemistry or?
I see what you did there. Not bad. Not bad. She's playing some sort of TV. It's a biopic on some sort of TV personality that was up for, I don't know, feminism and stuff. Perfectly in line of her. She's perfectly pretentious as the actual actress.
I'm assuming
yeah,
position of a wood plank.
I have a friend who actually does work in Hollywood, and she's like, people do not like Brie Larson. She's known for just being awful. She told me that long ago, before even all that stuff broke, all the news broke with her. So
Yep. Ryan's heart is going to be broken.
Is Queen Brie? No.
As long as she's attractive, right? True pop, that's all that matters, right? Personality doesn't matter. She's a raging feminist and horrible. As long as she's hot, then she's crush worthy.
Okay.
She likes mushrooms.
As a young little true pop, I had a romantic crush on Emma Watson. Right? It wasn't.
You still are a young little true pop.
No. So, someday you're gonna get those curly hairs down there, but don't.
Hey, I'm trying to grow out a bit. I'm trying. All right.
I love how he thought it was on his chin.
You guys are the bullies.
You little summer child.
Here to make fun of, so we got to have some specific target.
Oh yeah, Demi's not here. All right, okay.
Yeah.
But for the record, he's much cuter in person.
Thank you.
Lethal Lightning. It will fight us on the Brie matter. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm guessing because all the animals are bigger in Australia, that's why he likes her feet so much.
Yeah, she's like a kangaroo.
Oh no. Oh no.
Big enough to cross the Australian spiders.
Good Lord, she's got toes big enough she could actually flip you off with them.
Does she really? She has big feet.
She has running feet. It is a running joke in this community that anytime
she can climb walls,
somebody shows a foot, it is replaced with Brie Larson's feet at some point or another. Her feet are unbelievable. Like you're like, that's how does
she really
her body?
Tall?
No,
I mean, not particularly.
like,
Right?
her feet are just massive
and they're fucked up looking, man. Like it's just creepy feet.
I'm not a feet guy by any means, but I guarantee you, even feet guys are like, yee.
No, I kind of have big feet, so I can't talk. But I don't know if they're that big. I'll sometimes I'll get some weird people on my stream. They're like, show us you playing the pedal. I'm like, no, I'm not showing you my feet, weirdo.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like, you don't want to see them anyway. They're not cute.
Desiree is gonna look up Brie Larson's feet after the
I
show.
know. I'm gonna like compare them up at night. Like, oh my gosh, are my feet as bad as hers? Self-esteem's gonna take a hit.
All right. So feet are straight from the topic list for future guests, just in case. Now I did want to also bring up something that Nerdrotic tweeted about that apparently this pretty famous store called JHU Comic Books. Now I've never heard of it, but that's because probably I'm not super I don't typically go buy comics in comic stores, and I'm not in Manhattan. So it says this Wednesday will be the last day of our Manhattan location at 481 3rd Avenue. A few things a day. First off, from Sunday to Wednesday, all back issues and so basically a pretty big comic store was just yeeted because the industry is absolutely crumbling. And I think it's really important to notice that industry is crumbling, but the indie industry is exploding. And I think it is because of everything that's going on in the world. It's stifling creators. And I think those creators who just simply don't give a shit about what mainstream is doing are the new... I would not forefathers, but like they are going to be the titans of the industry in the next 20 to 30 years. They'll be videos and documentaries about people like Eric, people like Jason, and it's that's what I think. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I think it's this one's probably pretty big, being that it's with the location and stuff. But this has been happening to poor comic stores all over the country, man. It's the industry the comic book people. They obviously didn't care about these people who built their businesses around trying to disseminate their comic books, because otherwise they would have stopped making the bad choices they have. That has really just destroyed that industry, if they cared anything about the comic store owners, because they've been all over the country. This has been happening, so it's not surprising. It just took a while to hit them because of their location and probably how big they are and stuff.
I was actually when ISOM came out, I called a whole bunch of comic book shops in my area, and they didn't even know about ISOM, and it was really disappointing to me, because I think they should have known about ISOM.
Yeah,
that is really disturbing, and I hope that Eric blows them out of the water with ISOM and the books. Alpha Core is coming up as well, and I'm very excited for that. Hail Mephisto, how you doing, mate?
I actually have a friend who has a comic as well, and she's been doing all the Comic Cons and stuff. It's called Red Creek, and then she's doing another one with, I don't know if y'all know Andy Stump, but he was he Green Beret too? He might have been. He actually was one of the soldiers that helped rescue Jessica Lynch. I don't know if y'all remember that years ago, but anyway, but she's like doing great, like amazing. She's been a writer for TV shows and like movies, and she decided to take that over to the comic book world and hired artists, and she's like killing it right now as an independent in the independent comic book industry. And
is it a Western?
Yes, the Red Creek is like a Western. Yeah, yep, that's it. Yep, Brandy Berry's like one of my best friends.
And it's $10. That's not bad.
Yeah, but and then the one that's gonna be like with Andy Stump is, I can't remember if she said it's done yet or not. I don't think it's done yet, but it's gonna be soon. So that's kind of more, it's like stories, like war stories, things that actually happen with him, but like it told like in a comic book setting. And it sounds amazing. She tells me everything through me. But anyway, it's just been really cool to kind of see that. And I've, talked to her about Eric July too. She didn't know who Eric July was either. But it's just, it's pretty, like, it's a good time to be doing this stuff independently. It appears anyway.
Yeah. That's how it's going to be with a lot of these industries. When the people are just running them into the ground, you're going to see people pop up who maybe didn't have the opportunities before, but now can seize on that and bring in their own thing. Like I said, independent movies, like with the Island and the Star thing, independent comics. You're just going to see that happen all across the board on these industries that have been destroying themselves. Is you're going to see independent come up and make something.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm happy for it. I love seeing the creativity in this community, and I want to see more of it. So if you guys are creative, reach out to the Legion, and we would love to see your work, and maybe even have you on the show. So we have about 15 minutes left. I want to make sure everybody gets a proper outro. Devil made me do it. Do you have anything coming up this week?
Later tonight, Skinamax Saturday. I got Engaged tomorrow early, and then Get Ranked, and then me and Alf have the late night game stream.
Engaged is a show, correct?
Yes, Engaged is a show.
I thought you were getting married. Sorry.
Oh yeah. I only do that once. No, yeah, it's Star Trek. We go through one episode each week. Right now we're on the original series. We don't take ourselves seriously. It's very humorous, and Kenzo's going to be on. So he's our Wesley for this week. we get to abuse him. So
I get to wear the red shirt.
we're gonna tell him to shut up a bunch.
CJP, do you got anything coming up this week?
Well, I've got it. I'm going to drop in the next track for my upcoming Electronica Boogaloo 2 album here Sunday night. Like I said, I'm still waiting on confirmation for a guest for Thursday. Otherwise, I may just do another DJ stream like we did a couple weeks ago, where we just pull up some independent music and just play it out and see how people think about it. And try to get them to follow and stuff like that. So that's really all I've got coming up, other than being on ETEPA Queens, the place to be reviews tonight, and then Monday and Wednesday like normal.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Go check out CJP's channel, Forgotten One Music, as well, for his musical content, because that's really cool. And you said you're doing interviews as well with musicians?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had DJ Access on. I've talked to Paul Hadouken. I had that 70s rock fan on who had a friend of his named Granny, who was an actual roadie for the prog rock groups in the 70s in the UK, which was really cool to talk to him and get those kind of stories. So yeah, like I said, I want to talk to anybody who wants to talk about music, because we don't get enough of that, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think we just need to keep creating our own content out there.
That close to 500 subs. That close.
So, True Pop, you released a video recently. Do you want to let the people know what it is?
Yeah, I can post it in the chat. Okay. Oh yeah.
So have it up. It's not showing up. I don't know why. Give me 1 sec.
No worries. So yeah, I've been working tirelessly on this little video. I thought it was going to go down so easily. I've essentially shortened down my gaming live streams of Marvel's Avengers into one video. Some funny highlights, some funny memes there and there. And yeah, please do check it out. I hate to see it, kind of put to waste. It's my lowest performing video yet, and all that editing was it's a little disheartening, definitely. But yeah, I guarantee you, after the stream, check it out. You'll have a couple of laughs. And yeah, the Marvel's Avengers game is shutting down. It won't be available on Steam. It won't be available on PlayStation Store. So I thought, why not give it a Viking funeral and watch me cringe out? Because there's loads of scenes where Miss Marvel is bullied, and it's just like, damn, this is not how bullying works at all. It's the ultimate cringe. So,
I'm assuming they're bullying her with compliments like, "Oh, you are so amazing. You're the best ever. You're only being held back by those evil men."
I have some funny reactions here that definitely memeable, and you guys can take screenshots.
And you can play
I would play it, but
all right, no worries. I appreciate you showing it. So yeah, please do check that out after the stream.
Your best
I would
video
very much appreciate it.
Yep. At Bieber Plays. That's weird.
Jeez. And yeah, I think. Oh, I also have my stream tomorrow at around the same time with Extra Zero. Don't worry, guys. I'll shout at him for not being on the stream. So I'll lecture him.
But then I saw his face. Oh my God, it's Justin Bieber.
Oh God, now we're gonna get hit now, aren't we?
Thanks, TJP.
You're welcome.
Kenzo, what do you got coming up this week, mate?
Just like I said, working on some animating and stuff. I'm actually really looking forward to. There's a new program coming out. I don't know if the viewers are into 2D animation, but I do all my stuff on my iPad. There's a new Procreate app coming out in November called Procreate Dreams, and there's an artist, Aaron Blaise. I don't know if you guys are familiar with his work. He's an animator that designed Nala from The Lion King, the tiger from Aladdin, like a lot of Disney stuff. And he's put out a little short animation that he's made on this platform. And it's solely on the iPad. It's going to be like a $20 one-time purchase. And it performs, apparently, because obviously I haven't used it, like a proper expensive professional platform. And some of the stuff that I've seen already coming out of it is absolutely amazing. And like we were saying about people creating outside of the Hollywood space, I'm really hoping, and a lot of people have been saying, this is going to give people the opportunity to put out some high quality 2D animations, you know, and we're hoping there's going to be a renaissance of new creators putting out short films and stuff. And it's
Kenzo,
all
I'd be super interested in that for sure, because I mean I have no drawing talent whatsoever. But you know, if I would love to see some sort of tutorial video either on your channel or the Legion channel.
But as soon as it comes out, I'm
going
going to be getting it. Like it is, you can do video editing on it and stuff, and they're saying that the interface that they've made on it is super fast. You know, like I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of stuff on that this week, and I would advise people to go and watch Aaron Blaze's little Disney style video that he's made about a little blue penguin from Tasmania, because that's where Procreate are based in Tasmania. So and what's this? Yeah, so Cell Shady said he's making a little video for me. I'm intrigued about this. I don't know what it is.
When you're
Hail
talking about
Cell Shade,
I'm
Procreate
excited.
in your tablet, I thought I was going somewhere else. So but
Desiree, what do you got coming up this week, and where can the people find you?
I stream on Mondays, Tuesday, and Thursday mornings, usually around 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So right when you wake up on Kick, and I stream there for usually about 4 hours or so. And Friday afternoons. So I'll be doing that along with my teaching in my piano studio and being a mom. And writing,
most important job in the world,
doing some composition when I can too. So yeah, it's a busy life.
Hang on. The correct term for a mom, I believe, is birthing person.
Oh, you're right. So sorry to offend. Yes, I'm.
What's your uterus have a?
And I am Superman. If you wasn't scared of Green Rock's leader, creator, and founder of the Legion of the Memers. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who's watching this on Rumble, because I saw we had about 7 people watching on Rumble. So thank you very much. We are using the Rumble as backup just in case this channel ever gets yeeted, because you never know what mood YouTube is in.
Right.
I will also be releasing more tutorial videos, so make sure you hit up the notification bell on this channel as well. Thank you to the members of this channel. You guys are really important, and you guys are really helping this channel because we do want to do more things, but we can't do that without backing of some kind. So thank you so much. We appreciate you very much. And thank you all for hanging out with us today. And Desiree, you're welcome on anytime. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad we were able to get you on today. When are you going to be on Side Scrollers next?
I'm thinking it'll probably be on a Wednesday. I don't know if it'll be this Wednesday, but it seems like Wednesday is going to be the best day for me to do stream or do a podcast with them going forward. So, and do you mind if I give one more plug actually?
Yeah, feel free.
I forgot to mention, I do, I stream on Kick, but I'm restreaming to YouTube. So since so many people are watching on YouTube, I do because I'm trying to build up all my watch hours to finally get YouTube monetized. And so
they've lowered it now as well on YouTube as well. So
yeah. It's getting, I mean, it's definitely helped a lot since I started free-streaming to YouTube in the last 2 months. But so, and I know a lot of people don't want to join a new platform, but so you can catch a stream on YouTube as well.
Desiree, do you have them in a playlist?
I have lots of playlists actually. So I've, did I already talk about my hour-long video?
I mentioned that I can recall.
So what I've been doing is taking like a week's worth of streams and cutting them to like some of the highlights from that week, and putting back-to-back songs without me talking at all, and for an hour long. So I've been telling people and I know you run the risk here on YouTube, but Kick, it's you can play music. And so I've been telling people, use it in the background of your streams if you want, or just chatting. You know, you don't have to give me a shout out or anything. I mean, I would love it, but you don't have to. So I've had those available, and it's also just good like for work music if you just want like an hour's worth of music, and it's all mostly geek culture stuff, and you know, it's just solo piano, so it's pretty relaxing. So I have that's like the first playlist on my YouTube is right on there. But then I have a bunch of other like playlists like Mario music, Zelda music, etc. But a lot of those videos are really old. So I've kind of just started the YouTube, like really putting a lot of time back on in the last 2 months. So, and those are all mine on the grand piano, which I have right here. Before that, I was playing on a keyboard. So yeah.
That's really cool. So make sure to just play the playlists, listen to the music in the background, do some dishes, some housework, and help Desiree out. We're very close to that 4,000 hour watch mark, which is something I am so
there's a question I forgot. There's a question I forgot for Desiree. What's the most annoying song that you get requested to play?
On the wall.
Nah.
Sorry.
I've gotten Freebird.
Is it diddly diddly diddle 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 diddle? What's that? What's that? What's that?
I can do it downtown.
Yeah.
What is it?
1,000 miles over. I would walk to them.
And I would walk 5,000 miles. Is that what you're doing?
No.
Just see you tonight. Do.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is falling apart. We're singing that song.
Yeah, 1,000 miles. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. 1,000 miles.
Honestly, like there's a lot of anime music I do like, but when I get a request for an anime song that I don't know, it's usually pretty irritating because it's like it's usually it's hard to follow and sight read, and the rhythms are kind of all over the place, so it's just a kind of hard on my end and annoying. So that's usually what I don't like to get requests for. But the anime songs that I do know I do like. So,
which one's your favorite anime song to play?
I probably like "Sadness and Sorrow" from Naruto. Naruto. Never know how to pronounce it. Naruto. I like "Sadness and Sorrow." I think that one's really pretty. Of course, Howl's Moving Castle is requested quite a lot. The waltz, merry-go-round of life. And that one's requested quite a lot. That one's pretty
That is awesome. I love the anime music. Like if I want to go work out, I'll throw on like some anime intros and just go.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them don't translate well to the piano, or I can't translate them well anyway. So yeah. But they're great. Like in their original form, they're great. I just don't want to cover them.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like really annoying music. Like what's always like plays. I know in Britain here we always play like "Bright Side" by Killers. I don't know why.
Or Adele song.
Or Adele song. Yeah.
You know, funny enough, sometimes I don't mind actually like playing songs that I don't really like the original. I'm playing them on the piano, like Backstreet Boys, "I Want It That Way." It's actually really pretty on the piano. Like sometimes it's a really nice melody and chord progressions, and I like it in a different kind of medium. But
film scores too, I like on
it's I love the piano. I love listening to the piano. So meeting you was a delight as well. And I'm in the mood to get a keyboard, but I know I should have spent the money. But
you should do it. The piano is the thing about the piano is that like even at the most basic level, it's a beautiful instrument. So you can get a lot of playing even at an early level. I think like even just playing a melody one hand is enjoyable. It's not like a violin or something where you just sound like a dying cat for like years until you know what I mean? Until you get yourself.
Yeah.
So it's a great instrument. You should totally do it.
You and Pop could do a singing Bieber song stream.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've got a guitar behind me. It's collecting dust. I've not particularly tried at it, and I feel guilty if I just got a keyboard.
That's something I'm completely weak at is music. Like I'm the kid in the class you give the tambourine to because I can't do
the triangle.
Yeah, here you go. There's your instrument.
I can clap pretty good.
I
try to sing if I don't have instruments.
I mean, honestly,
I'm in like a church community, very musical.
well, CJP will know, but like it's very difficult to teach kids who really have no sense of rhythm. That is the hardest thing as a teacher, because that's a hard, like some people just have such a difficult time with that, like matching a beat. And it's tough to teach. It's tough.
Percussion to a young kid.
Yeah.
But rhythm.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was thinking, I was like, I don't know. I mean, if you were handed the tambourine, and as long as you can keep a steady beat, that's good. But there's some of my students I wouldn't hand the tambourine to.
I mean, yeah, for like young men in general, I definitely highly recommend playing instruments. Like I see my siblings like playing guitar and stuff like that, and I can see that it's a healthy thing to do rather than just sit there on your phone all day. And it's something productive. Listen, young guys out there, you can get girls with playing an instrument. All right, get to it. You get learning. All right.
Jeez. You say that, and then there's me.
Yeah, ladies, I can play the kazoo. Hello.
I can play the guitar, boys.
You just need to know the right song to play. Like, have you tried More Than Words on the kazoo? Because that's the magic song, More Than Words.
Oh, that's how you get ladies. That's the one.
So we're about to end the show. So I just want to give a big thank you and shout out to Coffee Brand Coffee again for making a part of their affiliate program. I'm going to run the clip. Thank you all for being here today, and we will see you next week. Same time, same place. See you later, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to share with you some great news. We are now an official affiliate of Coffee Brand Coffee. So go check out their coffee. It is fantastic. Fresh, tasty, fragrance. Oh my goodness. My mouth is getting more watery just thinking about it. If you are considering getting Coffee Brand Coffee, or you just need coffee in general, go check out coffeebrandcoffee.com. Again, that is coffeebrandcoffee.com. And don't forget to use the promo code HAIL, the LOM, for our special discount.